And
Wait, does it work like that?
yeah, I just have it played, so it's fine. Welcome
Oh shit! All right.
to the Doer and the Thinker podcast. I'm your host, Xander Gray, co-host.
My name is Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. I'm just kidding. It's Jonathan
Are you
Serrano.
excited for the movie though?
Can I say Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah, why couldn't you?
TM.
No, you don't have to say TM. You can say Nike.
Oh, that's true.
Sue
Yeah,
us,
that's right,
like
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear's good.
Um,
What movie?
they're making a Buzz Lightyear movie, but it's not like the toy, but the actual character that the toy is based on.
Is that right?
Yeah, dude, Chris
I didn't know that.
Evans
It's
is
gonna be a movie or a show though.
I think it's gonna be a movie, but it's a animated movie.
Oh, okay. I
But-
knew that Chris Evans was taking over.
Yeah, well, not taking over because he's not playing the toy; he's playing the actual character that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
So,
saying.
so what the toy is based on,
Yeah,
which is interesting. So
that'd be interesting to hear.
be kinda cool.
Him,
to infinity and beyond, but he had to say it in a cool way. To infinity and beyond.
it's gonna be weird to like see them actually like be serious about it. You know?
Yeah, that's a tall order.
Yeah.
To do. So let's talk about this then. Would you prefer to be hilarious and funny and silly all day, every day, or just like brooding, sexy? See, I gotta put sexy in there.
'Cause
Brooding.
you lost me until you said sexy.
That's what I'm saying. Brooding, sexy, elusive. Like I don't even know what he's thinking, but damn.
Very Edward from.
That's
The
a
Vampires.
terrible. Let's.
I'm not talking about the movies. I'm talking about the books.
Okay. So
There's a difference.
sure, like very like we all know people like that. Like, man, he's tall, handsome, always knows what he's doing, in shape. Or would you rather be silly, loosey goosey, funny all the time? Don't take life seriously. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, you just described me though.
I mean, you take life seriously sometimes. In
I
touch
do.
with your emotions.
I'm pretty funny though. I'm a funny motherfucker. Sometimes like I just can't believe how funny I am, you know? Because there's times when it's mostly with Danya because I'll say some fucked up shit, but it's so funny, dude. But it's like you
feel
can't
like-
say stuff like that in front of other people sometimes.
Well, yeah, but also, I don't think you're allowed to say you're funny. Like, I'm funny though.
No, but it's like objectively,
What-
we belly laugh when I say stuff. You know, that's funny.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. I think if we were to do that, I want to say I'm fucking hilarious.
You are. You're a funny guy.
Yeah,
You're a funny guy.
but there's something about being brooding and like sexy though, which I'm clearly not. I want to be sometimes.
I'm just not a dramatic kind of guy.
No, you're not.
You know?
Like we're not. I know I'm not. Like
though.
the only time that I feel like I'm doing that, which I'm not trying to do, is when I do my podcast because I was just by myself. It's just be weird to be silly. I think by alone, I'm not really silly by nature. I think with other people, I just want to let loose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I like the funniness. Like, you know, it just makes life go by so much easier.
Yeah, it's just fun, dude. I love to laugh. Like, when's the last time where you laugh and you hit your knee? Like, just like literal knee slapper.
I do that all the time, dude.
I know, that's great, right?
Yeah,
I do that with my wife, and I do that when we do our podcast.
Yeah.
Or after our podcast,
Yeah.
before our podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's great.
It's better that way, I think.
You know, I used to miss that. Like, when I was used to work in the shipyard, even though I hated the job, but like the people there, people I work with, like, dude, we laughed every day, dude. It helped, like, the job for sure. Working on a crew full of like hilarious people, and we just like have fun, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, we almost fucked up again. But when I was working, like, in the hospital, you know, it's high stress and stuff like that. And there's times when you're just like fucking busy, like, you know, like you're just drowning.
Yeah.
And then, but if you have a good crew on and you just kind of like, you joke around, it's like you get through it, you know, like if you can laugh,
Yeah.
you know, then you get through it.
Yeah. Before you and the close friends that I have, no offense to you guys aren't funny. And that's okay. That is you only
You see
know
that?
you only know if you watch it.
Yeah.
You only know
Yeah.
what you did if we watch it. But
Drop that gauntlet,
dude,
bitch.
I'm sorry. The close people that I'm with, friend wise, like not acquaintance, like we hang out after work, whatever, like actual friends. Besides minus you and your wife, and my wife, they're not funny. I'm the funny guy, and like sometimes the funny guy wants to laugh too.
Yeah, he wants
but
to,
other
like,
people,
yeah.
like you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, give me a chance to fucking, belly laugh too, bitch.
Yeah, give me a chance to laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
Why am I doing it for you?
I gotta do all the work. I gotta be the funny
Seriously,
guy.
I'm not getting paid for this.
Yeah.
So
It's like, give me a little bit of something.
oh, man. So when you showed up in the picture, I was like, oh, cool. Somebody else that's funny like me.
You know
That
why I think
helps.
that, like, okay, I'm not gassing us up, but
Gas us up, son.
Look.
Gas us till we die.
No, we're funny. I get it. We're funny. Like, not to everybody, but I think, like, the reason that we're funny and that we have it's like the good sense of humor is because we don't really we don't like take shit like super like we don't hold investment in something that like some kind of belief, like
Yeah.
like you and I can make fun of each other in almost any aspect, and we just laugh about it because we know it's fucking comedy. It's just funny, you know?
You're not saying it to hurt my feelings.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's like sometimes like you just gotta say something about being Mexican, like especially if it's true, like then you gotta say it and then it's funny,
Gotta say it. Gotta say it.
And if it's like a ninja joke,
I'm not that good at
Then
math though, just to be completely honest. I have a bunch of Asians in me. I'm okay. I'm average.
I don't think you're that kind of Asian though.
I know I'm
You're
not.
you're more like the physical Asian. You're more like
the
the
dumb.
no. I mean like you're more like the dexterous like ninja Asian.
Oh, athletic,
Yeah.
athletic
Yes,
Asian.
you're the fighting kind of Asian.
I'll fuck you up.
Like what are those sticks that you like, like
Eskrima?
bows? Yeah.
See, I even know.
See?
I just know.
It just like popped up in your
Like a
head.
katana. I know that. I just know, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm like more of a fighter type soldier. Like I'm not like this is what we have to do.
Yeah.
Like
you're not the IT.
No.
You're not the
Definitely
IT
not the
agent.
IT.
Yeah.
Like I know a little bit, but not enough.
You're more like Asian.
Is the
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
God.
There's only one kind of Mexican, dude. There's only one kind of Mexican. That's it. It's just like,
Just hardworking.
yeah,
Just hardworking.
that's it. It's like that, or you're the opposite. You just don't.
But
work.
you guys are scrappers though too, though. Like I wouldn't fuck with a Mexican.
I guess I don't know.
You don't think so?
How
Are
many Mexicans?
you like the opposite
What
of that?
like a weak chin?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I've never been hit.
You
I don't
never
think-
gotten punched in the face before.
I'm definitely. I'll tell
I
you
have.
this.
Not fun.
I've never been punched in the face, but I'll tell you this: if I don't, if I'm still awake after I get punched in the face, my ass is standing back up. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna just like
No,
stay down.
I feel like you have innately. I feel like you have an inner beast in you. You just haven't had the need to tap into it.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I'm
you know what I
definitely.
mean?
I'm an animal.
I
It's
mean,
just
you
depends on how.
we can note this, but I mean, you almost fucked your uncle up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just lucky that your mom saved you.
My aunt.
Sorry, your aunt saved you.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I've got
saved him.
I've got testosterone in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You've never you've never put yourself in that situation, which is great. Like I think that's great. I'm definitely a pacifist, but I'm telling you, like if you try to hurt me or my family, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean that.
I remember I had a. Speaking of ninja, I went to San Francisco with my wife,
Mm-hmm.
and then one of my good friends. He was my old boss, technically. I mean, he was my old boss, but like we were more than just that.
Yeah.
like we were friends.
You fucked.
Yeah, a couple times. But we were there with him and his girlfriend, and we had just gotten to San Francisco. We were doing a road trip,
Yeah.
And we got to the hotel, and it was in the parking lot, and this guy just like was haggling us, man. Like he was just giving us a hard time. Like and then like he was on drugs, you know. And it just like escalated slowly. He's like, if you don't like, he kept saying stupid shit, and then he's just like, if you don't fix my phone, I'm gonna kick your ass. And then he started saying stuff like that, right? And then he touched my friend's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And as soon as that happened, like we both of our attitudes, like we are both so chill, right? Like we're both like very calm, very even mannered, like super like joking and stuff like that. And then as soon as that contact was made, there was an instant like he was starting to like take stuff off to put in his pockets, you know, to scrap.
Yeah.
And then I was starting to move. Like we were both like, it's so funny because it was like so uncommunicated.
Yeah.
But like I was already starting to move to the other side of the guy to like hold him down, right? And then all of a sudden, like he just like left, you know. But it was just like this, like we were getting ready for this confrontation, and it was very uncommunicated until after it, and like we were talking about it, you know. And I was just like, oh, like that. But that is, as soon as that contact was made, that's like what kind of like, all right, dude. And then that's when he like when that happened, he's like, all right, hey, don't touch my girl. You're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then that's when like the druggie was just like, and then he just like left.
Right.
You know?
No, that's the best case scenario, because you don't ever want to get in a fight, man. It's just it's stupid for one. It's so stupid over something so stupid, and it's like you're both gonna get hurt, and if you get a lucky strike in, you can really hurt somebody.
Oh, for sure.
Like, you know what I mean? And then
so
next thing you know, you're like in court or some shit. Like, you know, it's just not worth it. Like I don't. That's why I don't ever get in fights. You know, it's less than one hand. You know, and almost the times that I almost got in a fight, which is more than two hands, like I've always de-escalated it because it's just not worth it. And plus, like, I'm not trained by any means. I've taken a lot of martial arts, of course. And I'm not crazy trained by any means, but like I don't want to hurt somebody. I don't want that somebody to hurt me. And especially now, everybody knows how to fight now.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
because you never know.
No, fuck no.
And to me, it's just like I don't care what you say to me. You know, like you can say the most insulting thing about the most deepest personal thing.
Spit gook.
Yeah, and I'm always gonna fucking laugh. You know, like, number one, I'm always gonna laugh at it because I'm gonna be like, especially if you say some good shit, I'm gonna be like, dude, that was fucking funny. You know. But then also, I'm gonna come back. You know, like it'll be verbal. You know, so I'm not gonna get upset.
Yeah.
So that like it's very hard to kind of get me into like that physical confrontation kind of mode unless you start to threaten my peoples. You know, that's a different story.
Right.
But it's like I got shit to think about. Like I have a professional license, dude. Like I can't be fucking around with that. You know, like I have to think about that kind of stuff.
And also, if you're I don't know, depending on the rule of the law, I think if you're actually trained in a martial art or whatever, and shit hits the fan, like you could go to jail because you're like, you know shit. I don't know.
I think that's just the Con Air.
It's just Con Air. Damn it. Damn it. I wish it was real.
I think that's just Con Air. I don't know for sure.
I legally can't hurt you because I'm going to go to jail.
I think that's just some Cyrus the Virus shit right there.
The funny story, right? So I was living in Seattle, probably more than 10 years ago. And I used to frequent this like coffee shop because they have like open mics or whatever. I used to play that a lot. And one time with a homie, and then I think my girlfriend at the time, whatever, we went to this coffee shop and I wasn't playing, right? It was kind of late. I think for that particular coffee shop, they opened till like, I think 2 a.m. or some shit. So it was kind of late. So we went there and there was a chick playing. Dude, she was playing music, but she was like, ching, chong, pong, clang, like, and she was white. Okay? She was playing guitar. She was saying some shit and then singing something, and then she went into this crazy chimichong rant.
She wasn't scatting.
No. No. She said something about China, something about Hong Kong, something about Asian people, and then chimichong, like, She went hard
Yeah.
in the paint. And I was like, what? What? And so I walked in. I looked at her. I looked at her friends. I don't remember. For some reason, I don't remember her friends were either laughing or whatever. And I looked at the guy that was serving or whatever behind the counter. I looked at him like, and I just walked out of there. I just didn't know what to do. That was like, I mean, I've had weird shit said to me, Asian, being Asian or whatever, but it's like whatever. But this is like something so new, like holy. And I was like in my 20s, so I walked out. I was like, and my buddy was like, "Damn, I'm surprised you didn't do anything." I'm like, "What the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Am I gonna?" What I really wanted to do would be funny was just grab the guitar and smash it because I've always wanted to smash the guitar, so that would be a perfect time to do it, but not out of anger. Just like this is a perfect moment for me to just do this.
Can you imagine if you just like read up on that stage and you're just like, ching chong this, bitch?
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking, but I knew I couldn't do
that'd
it.
be great.
I couldn't do it because I was intelligent enough and civilized enough to know like that's gonna get me in trouble.
It's illegal. Yeah.
It's gonna get me in trouble, and it's assault, right? So I'm just like, fuck. I wish I could have just said fuck it and just do it, and then bounce,
Dude, how great would it be if there
and then
was like,
kick all of her friends' asses. Like, you know what I mean? That would have been kind of cool. But I was like, no.
wouldn't it be great if like as legally, right?
Yeah.
There's
Hold on,
this-
let me finish the story though.
Yeah,
so
so sorry.
when I came back the next day, the guy, apparently that was the owner that was behind the counter. I just didn't know. He apologized incessantly to me. I was like, yeah, it's whatever. Like, if this is the kind of shit you're gonna allow, that's fine. That's who am I to tell you what to do? Like, oh, that person's banned for life. I'm like, okay, like, but it didn't change how I felt about it. I just like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I wasn't mad. Surprisingly, I wasn't really mad. I was like, whoa, that was so weird. Like, but I almost wanted to like talk to her just to like why
Yeah, see what's
just
up.
to see what's up. Like not to like fuck you. No, it was more like I was just so curious
Yeah.
to why somebody would do that.
The audacity.
Yeah, and when I was talking to my wife about this, I'll get to what you were trying to say. I was talking to my wife about this, that not this particular thing, but where I grew up, being gay was normal. That I had like gay family members in in my family. Even if they don't say it or talk about it, whatever, it's just it is what it is, and it was accepted. Like luckily for me, I was brought up to genuinely judge a person by their character. Like you could be Asian like me, but if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. I want to tell you, you're an asshole. Like I'm not gonna. Well, I have to defend him because he's the same color as my skin. Like I don't agree with that. I think if you're an asshole, you're an asshole. So I was lucky enough to be brought up that way. I don't like talking about race and shit, but I was lucky to be brought up to just judge a person by their character. Even if you're gay and if you're an asshole, you're gonna be an asshole. I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's just gay or she's just no. Like you're an asshole, So I think to get back to that conversation, I was just really curious to really anybody to hate something, either they don't understand or to just like have very particular thoughts and whatever about a certain group of people. It doesn't matter if it's race or gender, whatever. Like it's so weird to me that you judge people by not knowing who they are.
Yeah, and I always what I always get curious about is like, do you genuinely think things about that type of race, or are you just being an asshole?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because I think that a lot of times it's just people just being assholes, and that's where like I get confused, like where about like the whole racism thing is like, all right, well, do we have people that are just assholes, or people like legitimately think that like or legitimately think like, oh, you're Mexican, I don't fucking like you just because you're Mexican.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like if you're an asshole and you happens to be a Mexican, but you're just an asshole. You're an asshole human being.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit.
Right.
Like, but here's another thing that I talked to my wife about, and is imagine if you grow up, right, and you were, for some reason, you were raised to hate Asian people, Mexican people, right? Let's just say.
Yeah,
in
I
this-
mean that's all we could talk about because Asian Mexican.
yeah, you were raised to hate chinks and hate, Mexican people.
And then wait, remember it was
So
like
what are the worst awful things we can say about our people? So anyway, you were raised to hate those people, right? But you had a good childhood. Your parents love you, support you, respect you, boundaries, whatever, right? Like you had a great childhood. But the only thing is they raised you to hate fucking Asian people and Mexican people. So for them to grow up and not be intelligent enough to like, hey, this is wrong, because they don't know any different because they grew up in a great childhood. So that's all they know. So like, yeah, those are pieces of shit. Like,
Yeah.
like you're like Mexican people and Asian people are pieces of shit. I was like, wait a second, like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is that weird for me to say? Like,
well, it's
you
a weird
understand-
science experiment because it's like, can that really happen? Is that really possible?
Yeah.
You know,
But you've seen, I don't want to say kids, but young adults that hate a certain group of people. You've seen that or have heard that or whatever. And
I have,
but
but I
what
haven't.
if they had like a great childhood and that they weren't able to be in a neighborhood or work in a job where there's different types of people, and be exposed to that, or go to college to be exposed to that. That's all they know, and then they see what their parents talk about. They see the news or whatever, or like, oh, Mexican people are gonna rape your kids,
Yeah.
like, and you're like, this is real. This is what's happening right now. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, so it's an experiment, right? You're just trying to figure out the level of like, that person may not be a bad person. That person might have good morals, respect their people, whatever, like
Yeah.
an actual polite person, but for some reason they were taught this thing. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
But
Like,
I mean, it's just
but
so
I
hard.
hate talking about this topic. It's just,
I mean, I don't give a fuck, but it's just hard because, and it's very easy to say like, oh, well, let's take white people, right?
Yeah.
But what's the honest truth, dude?
yeah.
All motherfuckers are racist, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, my wife's family, they're Middle Eastern. They're fucking racist, right? Not all of them, but they're racist as fuck.
Yeah.
Mexicans, they're racist as fuck. How many times did my grandma say, "Oh, if you bring home this type of girl, you're out"? You
Crazy.
know, not my grandma. Sorry, grandma, not my grandma. But I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like
some grandma.
There's not your grandma, not your grandma. All right, so relax. Don't hit me with the chancla.
The slipper just flew by.
But like,
Yeah.
everybody, right? Like,
Yeah,
not everybody takes it to the point where like they act out on it, right?
Yeah.
But I remember like when I was a kid, when I was very, very little, we used to live in the ghetto, or like some of my family lived in the ghetto, and it was just mostly black people and Mexicans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember hearing things like when like the black people are in the pool, oh, don't go there because it's
Because
like,
they can't swim.
well, I don't know about that, but
I'm just joking.
Even though what
I'm just joking.
but like,
My
oh,
best
don't go
friend's
there 'cause
black. Sorry, I have to
you
say
have
it.
to say
I have to
that.
say it. I have to say it.
We should put that as like in the very beginning. Listen, you guys, we have friends that are black, so it's all good.
Stupid.
But in my head, I'm thinking like, I don't know what to think. Like, am I getting hyped up about it? Like, oh yeah, like don't, because it's scary or whatever. Don't go to the pool.
Yeah.
Or it's just like, I want to fucking swim. I don't give a fuck who's in there.
Right, right,
But
right.
like, it's just like very like hard to differentiate. And as a child, I remember thinking like, it's okay. I kind of will listen to you because you're supposed to be an authority.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like, but really, like, why does that matter?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's hard to kind of like,
because I mean, how do you explain that to a kid that's like, but why? Like, because a kid, most of the time, 99% of the time, they're very innocent. They're pure. They will ask questions that are very matter of fact, right?
yeah.
So it's like, you don't go to a pool because of black people. I'm like, Why?
Yeah.
Like you sometimes they don't know. So then it's like, what do you say to that when that's your belief? Like,
Yeah. Well, then also it's like easy to convince them. Like for example,
right, exactly,
well, it's
exactly.
because they shit in the pool,
Yeah,
and then you're just
yeah,
like, oh, I don't want to swim in a pool full of shit,
yeah,
right? So
exactly.
then you start to think these things, but then obviously as an adult, I I learn better, right?
Yeah,
Like
we
maybe,
all shit in the pool.
yeah, I don't shit. Fuck you, dude.
Oh, that wasn't the point that you're
Yeah,
trying to
no,
get.
no.
Oh, damn,
No, wait,
damn. I don't shit in the
I
pool.
mean, yeah, we all shit in the pool,
We
right?
all piss in the
Shit.
pool. I'll tell you that much.
Yes, this is true, good
Yeah.
sir. But like it's just hard to say because as you grow up, you should be able to kind of grow out of these things and understand that shitty people are shitty people,
No pun
But
intended.
yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I grew up in California. I was very much like in a blended community,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I had the exposure to that where I could say, "Oh no, this not all black people shit in the pool," you know. Maybe that's not the case,
Yeah.
but I it's just hard, man. It's just hard
Yeah.
to be able to say stuff like that. But I think that what fucking chaps my ass, dude. What
Shit.
chaps my ass is when somebody will just fucking say, "Why people this? Why people that? Why people this?" Right? But you won't turn the fuck around and call your own shit out.
Yeah.
Right? Like you won't turn around and call your grandma out
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
saying,
yeah.
if
Yeah,
you bring
yeah.
home an Asian, you're fucking out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah. That's racist too. That's prejudice too.
Exactly.
So that is wrong too.
Exactly. And you
know?
won't call that shit out,
Yeah.
like, oh, like if you don't if you marry this person, you get fucking out. Like you can't come to my wedding because you married a white guy or
Right,
or
right.
even like a non-Jewish guy. Like say you're Jewish, right?
Yeah.
Like it all starts at home. Like
Yeah.
that's where it starts. If you want to change this shit, like turn the fuck around to your family and say like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like listen, look, value these people for what they are, not
Yeah.
for how they look, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then after that, all right, well, you can talk about other people,
Yeah.
but like, fix your shit. Fucking be at home. Teach your kids better.
I was very, very lucky. So Asian people like not the rumor. This is fact. We are very racist towards each other, like different type of race, like Chinese, Japanese, Korean, whatever. Right? We've heard the podcast. Bobby Lee joked about it. I mean, this shit is real. But when I was growing up, because I grew up in Singapore. Like, I was very lucky. I've never heard like, don't bring that type of girl home, or don't talk to those type of dude. I was so lucky that my upbringing wasn't like that. My papa was never there for me, but hey, but the upbringing was good.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Besides that, I've never had to, well, but why? Why can't I bring home a black girl? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've
Yeah.
never had that. So I was very, very lucky that wasn't part of my upbringing. You know what I mean? Like, so when I came here, when people had certain prejudices against gay people or certain prejudices against white people, black people, whatever, Asian people, whatever,
Yeah.
I was so almost like confused. I was like, what? Why? Like, are they mean? Were they mean? Were they rude? Like, no, they're just blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's so weird to me.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
So,
yeah, for me, I think that was like an instinct for me, because like, at least in the Mexican community that I was raised in, it's very like machismo, right? Like, so the gay thing is like you don't
fuck guys.
don't, yeah, you just don't,
You don't kiss dudes.
you wear your
don't
socks high,
high.
yeah, you don't show
your
that
shorts
leg,
low.
yeah, and
You
that's
button
it,
that top button,
all the way up,
and then
All
let
the way
loose
up.
some of the buttons.
yeah, but that's it,
That's it.
yeah,
That's
but
it.
you don't do that stuff,
No.
you don't even talk about it because then you like get uncomfortable, you know. But for me, like, what was
You
funny
better have
is-
your Cortezes.
yeah. What was funny is that my uncle is transgender, right? And so like it was like almost like forced on the family and on that part of the family. And it was just so weird for me to see like these people be so uncomfortable with it, Now listen, my uncle was an asshole.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
like he was funny, but like he was so like very dramatic. Like was like we got along, but like he was very dramatic, like very like like over the top about some stuff, right? And he would whine and cry about all kinds of shit. So yeah, he was annoying as fuck. But it's like that's just my uncle.
Yeah, you don't
you
judge
know?
him for being transgender.
Right.
No. Yeah.
But it's just funny to see like how uncomfortable these people get. And I'm just like, as a kid, I can even remember like, who fucking cares? Like,
Yeah.
who cares? Like that's just how they are, and they're another person.
Yeah.
So get the fuck over it. But it's
Yeah.
like you can't. And then like the craziest part is like, oh, like what does the public
know.
think? Like
I
what will
know.
the neighbors think?
Dude, I'm not speaking for anybody, but I just to not be able to be who you are sucks, dude. Sucks. To not just be yourself and like I can only imagine what they struggle with, right? They can't like I know I was born a boy, but I know deep down I feel like I'm a girl or whatever, right? So like I can only imagine like the shit they have to go through to not be able to just be themselves, you know?
But you don't wish you were gay sometimes.
What?
But you don't wish you were gay sometimes.
Oh yeah. But
I wish I was gay all the fucking time, dude.
I know, but it's like it's almost like I don't know. Just
All the time. Listen,
you can.
I can marry my best friend.
You can.
No, because I don't like that dick.
You can marry. You can still marry your best friend, give him a kiss, but fuck
No,
girls.
it's not fun. It's not fun.
You don't know that. You never tried it.
Kissing my best friend?
No, I mean like marry a guy or whatever.
No, but I mean like there's not going to be anything there. Like it's just
I think
it's going to be roommates.
I think you just like the lifestyle. So what does that even mean? Like you wish you were gay? Like I feel like that could be offensive to gay people.
Why?
I don't know.
Because
feel like,
I wish that I could, like, it would be like almost like a perfect relationship, right? Like if me and Eddie got married, like that would be like homeostasis, right? But I just can't because I'm not like that, right? But the homeostasis of like I argue with him, and then we just argue shit out, and then it's done. We settle it. That's it. Like there's no like, what's the matter with you? Nothing. What's the matter with you? Nothing.
So why do you wish that you were gay? Like lifestyle? Like what do you wish about that lifestyle that you want?
That's what I'm saying. Like if I could marry Eddie,
But you can.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I can't because we wouldn't have a relationship. Like
But that's not the basis of being gay though, right? I
no.
don't
But
think.
it's like a marriage, right? Like you and I could technically get married.
Yeah.
But would we be happy married?
I don't want to marry you. That's the difference.
But what I'm saying is, will we be happy? No, because I can't.
You don't know that.
What do you mean,
You don't know that.
bitch? I would not be happy married to your ass.
See,
I'll tell you that
that's
right
why
now.
you shouldn't be married. But if you love Eddie and you want to marry him and have that kind of relationship, that's the thing. You can.
I can, and
So my question is, what when you say I was gay, what does that mean to you?
what do you mean?
I don't get why you're
Having a same sex partner,
Uh-huh.
right? Being able to have the relationship that's like same sex, where you're spending, it's a life partner, right? So, like, I can't cuddle with Eddie, like not like in a cuddling way. I don't want to fucking touch his face. His hair is nasty, right? Like he's this little stubble thing. I'm sure his girlfriend thinks that it's cute, but I don't.
So what's easy about that?
That's my point. That's the only thing that separates it, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing that's like missing is the physical attraction. Otherwise, it would be like a good homeostasis.
Yeah, but Danya have greasy hair too, and
Yeah,
she
she
probably
does.
she probably has stubbles on her face too.
She doesn't have any stubble on her
The
face.
only thing she doesn't have, she don't have a dick.
Yeah, and that makes all the difference.
Yeah,
dude.
so but that argument is kind of doesn't make sense to me.
Why?
I don't know. Like it's just like I wish I was gay, but the only thing that you wouldn't do is have sex with a guy, but everything else is kind of the same. Like, you know?
Yeah, but that's like the basis, right? Like,
We need to talk to an actual gay person. Like, I mean, you've talked to you told me about it, but even that couple they weren't married. Like most gay couple don't get married. They're partners,
I
but
don't know about that. I think I have.
and it's never easy too because I think they're not. Again, I don't know. I don't know any like gay people that are in a relationship. I know gay people, but I don't know how they are in relationships. You
Yeah.
know, so I used to live in Seattle, and I lived in this house. I rented a room, and the owners were two gay guys, and they were married to one another, and they were older. They were like in their, I want to say 40s, where the sweetest fucking couple, like the best. And they argue all the time. They never yell at each other, whatever, but they're pretty private, but they're so sweet. And one of them, he was married before, married and have two kids, and he was not himself for so long, and he
Yeah.
was a pastor. He is a pastor, whatever, and then he finally like came out and like, I can't do this anymore. At least this is what the story he told me. And he found his partner, you know, and they got married. And this is like early, very, very early on. I want to say I was 20, 22, 23 or something like that. I rented the room out because she worked with me at Lowe's, and she's gay. So she's like, hey, there's this room. But I think she put it kind of weird. She's like, the caveat is like, it's owned by two gay guys that are married. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, it's a dope room. Like, yeah, it's not that far. Yeah, I don't care. But she didn't say it in that way. She didn't know how I was.
Yeah, she was trying to feel
just
you
want
up
to
to
feel,
speed or
yeah,
whatever.
up to speed or whatever. I was like, yeah, cool. And I used to walk their dogs and stuff, and like let him out to go poop or whatever. So that was like one of my duties.
Literally.
Yeah, pick up duty. So where was I at? But I just don't know if how, like, I feel like there's a male gay person and then a female gay am I right to say this? Like, I don't know, like they're not both mainly men and they're not both girly girls, right? It's
Right, yeah.
usually an
So
opposite.
just people, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
just
that
people.
you happen to have
I don't
the
know.
same,
I don't know.
you just
So,
have to have the same gender, right? Like the same gender people that
Yeah.
want to be with each other.
I think what you want to say is you wish you were bi.
No. Sometimes I wish I was gay. I wish I was gay a lot. Because then, like, listen, it doesn't matter. I don't care, right? But the communication style of dudes, how easy is it to communicate with dudes? When you and I argue, how fucking easy is it, dude?
Yeah, but we also have friends that are guys that don't even communicate with one another.
Yeah, but then you can even deal with that, though.
What do you mean?
But like, because you know, right, as a dude, if you don't want to communicate, then you understand that, right? But as a girl, your girl's not going to want to communicate. You're just like, what the fuck is the matter with you?
Yeah, but
And then you don't understand what they're thinking.
I know, but they put you in the positions where you need to think about that shit. They make you better.
Well, of course, yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that. Listen, I'm not saying I fucking hate girls. All right. I
want to suck my dick or what?
No, I don't want to. God damn it! I
okay.
don't like the taste of it.
Okay.
But that's what I'm
You tasted it
saying.
before? Yeah.
Sausage. You never had a sausage on your pizza a little bit?
I wouldn't know
By
if
sausage,
that
I'm
was
talking about dick.
No.
Oh, all right. Well, then, there you go. But anyways, my point is, in order to have a successful relationship, you have to have an all-encompassing relationship. There is going to be, it depends on what kind of person you are, but for me, it's going to be love, right? So some kind of emotional connection. You got to have, for me, it's super important. You got to have sex. Physical connection is of the utmost importance almost, right?
Yeah, I agree.
You have to have an intelligent, like intellectual connection, right? And you have to have similar life goals. And for me, as a dude, and this is the only person I would think about this is Eddie, right? Like, I have almost every single one of those things except for the physical. But I'm telling you right now, I can't go out. I can't go on without the physical. And
I got you. I got
what's
you.
missing.
I got you. So you would marry Eddie and be with Eddie if you wanted to fuck him too.
Exactly.
So
That's the only thing missing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
so you're just not physically attracted to him that way.
Yeah, the motherfucker has. I mean, he's got some thighs, but like his ass is not that great. You know?
It's been 40 minutes already.
Yeah.
God damn. So yeah, I get it.
He's got this little thing right here. I fucking hate that, dude.
The Jonathan Davis.
Is that what it's called?
So
We call it cantinflas.
what does that mean?
Is like this like old Mexican actor, and he just like had these things, right, these wispy like things right here. His name was Cantinflas.
So have you heard of the band Korn?
Yeah,
I used to be obsessed with Korn. The lead singer is Jonathan Davis,
Right.
and he used to have just have that.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, just this and then that. I was like, I used to want to grow that. I was like, oh, this doesn't work.
Yeah, he just doesn't do it for me, dude.
Yeah, I got you.
But Danya, listen, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? God, or Allah, Mother Nature, whatever the fuck you want to call it, he or she was up there, and he's like, I'm gonna take some of this clay right here, right? And Jonathan Serrano's over here. He's gonna be born soon. I need to make this motherfucker a partner. So let me take some of this clay and then make him a perfect person partner. And then he made that clay, and he or she stacked that shit up, and he made Dunya. Cause that girl is like ever since I was young, right? That her is what I've always been attracted to.
Quintessential what you like
That's
physically.
Like when you ask me what my type is that bitch.
So
I've been in the grocery store, we separate, right? I've been in the grocery store, we separate, and then I'll come around the corner, I'm like, oh shit, who's that? And then it's Danya. And I'm just like, oh, it's Danya.
You are very sweet right now. Very, very nice. But I feel like you don't say that shit to her.
Oh, I have said it to her. I don't say it all the time. Listen, here's my theory, okay? This is from a movie.
Got you going.
Yeah. And this is from a movie. If I tell you I love you all the time, eventually it's just going to be words. It'll be like saying peanut butter sandwich, right? But if I tell you that I love you when I mean it, how much more are you going to feel that?
Yeah, but that's not her love language though, right?
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck.
Jesus. Oh my God.
I don't give a fuck. Because for me, okay, I get it. So my
you
answer,
want that from her. I get it.
no,
But
my solution to that is I'm trying to be more communicative. I am more communicative about my emotions and my feelings, right? Mm-hmm. But I still won't lose that integrity because I'm trying to vocalize things a lot more, right? So like things like, oh, you're very beautiful, like you're smart or whatever. The shit that she wants.
It's like you don't even believe what you just
Bitch,
said.
don't laugh. Don't laugh when I say that she's
You're
smart.
beautiful.
That's insulting to my wife, all right? Don't laugh when you say that I think that she's smart.
Because I didn't believe you. You're like, yeah, beautiful. You're smart, whatever.
Yeah, but my point is,
away. Okay.
I'm communicating more those types of feelings, right, when I feel them. But I still hold true to the fact that there are certain things that I won't overdo things. Some people just love to have like this like overstimulation, right?
No, I get it.
I just can't do that because it's not integral to me.
Yeah, I agree because you want to be. You want to be honest. You want to be true. You want to be genuine. You don't want to have to say something just to say it, right? Like I get that. I completely get that. Like I have a problem with because I can do that all the time and I can mean it all the time too. Mm-hmm. Like that's just how I am. But I know my wife, her love language is, I'm pretty sure, is that to just do something without her asking. Mm-hmm. That's her love language, and she knows that when I do that, it's like to her. Oh, fuck, he loves me, and like I really appreciate this. I just have a hard time doing it because I don't think about those things. Mm-hmm. Because for one, like I'm too up here, right? I'm too up here to do what I need to do, but I know that she knows that I love her with all my heart. I'll do anything for her. But for her love language is to just pick up after yourself, or like just do the dishes, take the trash out, which I do. Is just. I just sometimes it just kind of I don't think about it. I just don't do it, and then like to her it's like, why do I have to tell you all the time? I was like, because I don't think about it. You
Yeah.
know, it's not like I outwardly to do it to piss her off or anything. I just don't think about it, and that's on me. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So, um,
But
but
also, she has a responsibility to communicate that to you, right? Because you can't know what you don't know.
I mean,
Like
she has,
you
like,
know,
she has, like, but I just my memory banks are filled with things that I need to know and need to learn, need to get better, but not like the little things. It's just not in my head.
right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't think about it.
Well, I mean, I don't mean Chloe. I'm saying in general. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like if I have that issue with my wife, is I have these thoughts in my head, like, oh, like things that she could be doing, not like physical things or whatever, but like things that she could be doing, you know, like to anticipate things that I need, and she just doesn't do them, and sometimes I feel like it like assaults me, like if it's a failure, you know. But then I have to realize, like, oh shit, like that's just what I'm thinking in my head, you know. I haven't even communicated that to her, you know. So like, how can I be upset about that? And sometimes like you just kind of catch yourself, but it's my responsibility to communicate. Hey, you know, it'd be great if you could do these
You
things for
shave
me.
your face so when I kiss it, it's not
Yeah,
poking me in my face.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, why you gotta call out her mustache on the pod like that?
I was just
That's fucked
joking. You
up,
just said
dude.
it's true.
That's fucked up. She doesn't have a stash,
All
okay?
right, that's fine.
No, she didn't bleach it when she was in high school.
Hey, man.
She did though.
You're digging yourself a hole.
No, she don't care.
I just say it
She'll tell
and-
you that herself.
It's funny.
That's like her whole family did that. They used to do that.
No, yeah, she's Middle Eastern.
She's Lebanese, yeah.
That's Lebanese.
Yeah.
That's Middle Eastern, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
But you know. Yeah, so that's that. That's all I got to say about that.
Oh, so funny. We went from race and all that, and then this. Love it. I
To
love
gay
it.
to love.
To gay to love. Too gay to love. Man, but I also want to hear from gay people though. Like, I'm curious. Like, because I know there's different type of, you know, how you are. Like, again, with men too, there's feminine men, there's masculine men, there's like men who are overly sensitive. That we all exist, including the female side and the male, you know, sexual orientation side too. I'm just curious to hear how you are in your relationship. Are you married? Are you single? Do you not ever want to get married? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just really curious to have that conversation and just.
I don't think that it's like a sexuality thing though. I think that's more like of just general people. Don't you think?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah. From what you're saying, just the argument is just, I just want to hear, like, I'm gay, I'm with so and so, and our relationship is perfect. Like, you know what I mean? I'm this way, he's that way, and I just want to hear that because that's what you said. The only difference is you don't want to have sex with Eddie.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That would be interesting, is to see like a perspective of somebody that maybe was with like a woman, right, and then
Yeah.
has now a relationship with a man, and how they communicate, or the other way around, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that-
yeah.
How like the differences between having a relationship with a man or
I
a
know,
woman.
I know. This is like very. We're just genuinely curious. I think this is very. We're generalizing it, of course. Like,
course, yeah.
I know that we are, and I also know that probably they're everybody's similar. Where we're gay, we have everything in common, but we just don't communicate well. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's gonna be that too.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just kind of.
Yeah. I'm not saying that all gay dudes have perfect relationships. and
Yeah,
have
you
easy.
made it sound like it was. So I was just like,
No, I'm saying,
interesting.
like, what I'm saying is that, in me personally, if I were to marry Eddie, that's the way that it would be.
I know, but I think you shouldn't have said, I wish I was gay sometimes. You just said, I wish I could marry Eddie. The only thing is, I'm not attracted to him. I think that's a better.
Nah, I wish I was
Where-
gay.
I still don't get it. I still don't get why you say that.
Because that's what it is.
So in that if that were the case, then you could have a relationship with me and be happy too. But you just say you don't want to marry me, right?
Yeah, because I like Eddie better.
No, I understand that, but if Eddie's not in the picture,
What do you mean? I don't know.
I know you're generalizing it.
I
is
mean,
what
yeah,
I'm
I think
saying.
you're hot, but do we have like an
No, no, no.
emotional connection?
No, that's not what I'm. Yes, we do, but that's not what I mean. It's like you said, I wish I was gay, but I want to marry Eddie. You get what I'm saying? If
No,
you say
no
I wish I
idea.
was gay, meaning like I could marry any dude and have that communication. That's what the argument was when we had it.
Yeah, like that's not. I'm not saying that. Like I could
Right.
marry any dude. That's
but-
fine.
yeah.
But I'm just saying I already got my guy picked out. That's what I'm saying. I already have my guy picked out.
I'm just saying if Eddie was in the picture.
Yeah, then I can still be gay and it would be great. Because
Okay.
the same kind of things would be the same, right? Like similar communication style for the most
What
part.
if our friend that I don't know if I want to say his name, but could you marry him?
I literally have no idea who you're talking about.
I know.
Give me like.
Just look at me. Look at me.
I have a strong feeling I know who you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Do they have long hair?
No.
Oh,
No.
I don't know who you're talking about
Jesus Christ. I know who you're attracted
Yeah,
to.
because that motherfucker's hot.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Right? Look at me.
Yeah.
We went camping together. Look at me.
Oh, okay.
Could you marry him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we'd have some growing pains. I'd have to sit him down and be like, "Hey, motherfucker, listen, this is how this shit got to go."
Okay.
But yeah,
Do you feel like you couldn't do that with a female because they take it the wrong way or whatever?
no, because I do that with my wife.
Okay.
Yeah, but the difference is that she doesn't understand where I'm coming from. You know,
I
Like,
got you now.
yeah, like
I
she
got you.
doesn't like
because
I say things from a dude's perspective.
as a dude, you live your life as a dude, no matter what sexual orientation, because you live your life as a dude, you understand your perspective in a way.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was really confused of that conversation. Hey, high five.
Communication.
We did it. We can be
Communication.
married together. We just won't fuck each other. Anyway, that's the episode. Let gay gons be gay gons. I don't want to say bygones because we're not talking about bi people.
Yeah.
So, get it?
about gays.
Anyway, thank you for listening. You can find us anywhere and everywhere. If you're watching on YouTube, awesome. Please DM us, leave a comment, let us know what you think about this particular podcast because we're definitely curious. And if you have to talk shit,
Talk that
we
shit.
want all the
baby.
smoke. We want all the
it.
smoke. And then if you have nice things to say, hey, we welcome that.
Shit on me.
We shit on me, beat me. We welcome that too. So anyway, have a great night. Peace.
Have a good night. We were talking about Doer, right?
Okay.